Cal, a point on the road, on the clean sheet to round off what's been a productive week. What was your take on that 90 minutes of football?
My take on the result is that you can't sniff at away points, particularly when we've found them hard to come by at times. You certainly can't with back-to-back aways to have got 4 points out of the 2 games, possibly not the way around that people might have predicted, but you could see Tuesday night had taken its toll, and I thought we were okay. So thoughts on the result: I'm always disappointed when we don't win, but just try and be level-headed with it and go, it's a point gained away from home, a long way from home. It does make it additionally challenging. On the game, really poor game, and I don't mean that around our performance. Awful spectacle. God forbid anyone had paid £18 for it, because it was nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. They had one chance in the game from the diagonal free kick, and I'd be lying if I said we had more than 1 or 2. Difficult playing surface, all those things that managers sort of make it sound like making excuses when things don't go to plan, but just for both sides, absolute non-event. It's almost like at 3 o'clock the referee blew the whistle, and then he blew it again at 4:45. Where I would want us to be better is against teams that defend with a deep block, play 5 on a back line, 3 in front, 2 centre forwards, but they're getting around our midfield players, no real pressure on the ball on our defenders. You have to find a way to open those teams up, but probably more so at home. I think the emphasis for us away from home, certainly in the build-up to the Chorley game, is we've conceded poor goals at Warrington, we've conceded poor goals at Blyth, we've given away a poor penalty at Rushall. There was sort of a run of games there without winning away. We talked a lot about being solid now. On Tuesday, that obviously gets you 3 points. Today, like I say, disappointed with the result. Totally understand it. Performance, okay. It's not always as simple as you're really good and you're really bad. I've always said it, we probably weren't as good as we thought we were on Tuesday, and no doubt we won't be as bad as we might think we were today. So frustrated to have not won a game, but I do see it as a point gained, because, like I say, we're in a sort of central European postcode.
As you say, you must be pleased with that aspect from your side. If you can't win the game, be solid. They were an 18th clean sheet of the season. Again, you've had to use defenders. You miss Kevin Roberts, who's obviously so important to this side at times. Obviously, he's not here today, but the likes of Nathan Woodthorpe's come in and played back-to-back games, and you've looked still as solid as ever.
I think that is the most important thing, because we haven't been often enough away from home. We've conceded poor goals. The Warrington goal was really poor, as was the performance against Blyth, to concede the way we do, and then to concede from our kick-off, to give the penalty away against Rushall from a long throw. Really disappointing. Then you can go back earlier in the season, but that doesn't really matter. You have to find a way to improve, and I think we've done that in terms of being solid when an opposition do what they did today. And full credit to them, by the way. That might end up being a really important point for them. We have to worry about our performance, and we were just okay. I've explained to the players that games like that can be a toss of a coin, where if they take their chance or we take our 1 or 2 chance when the ball goes across the box, more so towards the end of the game. But surely we're not in a place where we can sort of sniff at away points. You're right there. What I would say about our biggest positive around personnel, yes, around the clean sheet, and everyone knows how well I think the goalkeeper's done. That was a young team today. That is 20-year-old Nathan Woodthorpe playing at left back, the 2 young centre halves that you forget. You feel like it's 2 30-year-olds in Matty Williams, Harrison Burke, young Jid Akeki, to have Ollie Haywood come on, Rhys Daly playing in midfield, Charlie Caton. The young players, as much as we've got massive hopes and, to be fair, expectations, and have hit really high standards. It was a young team, and when the games on pitches like this become battles, you have to find a way first and foremost to not lose the game. So that's what I'm really pleased what the players did. Good points, or points can become really good points if you're able to follow it up, and this brings about the end of a block of 6 games where we've had a little bit of everything: results, performances, real mixed bag. I'm very, very comfortable where the group's at the moment, and we're moving into what's going to be another intense block of 6 games that starts with Banbury, go to Peterborough Sports, we host Scarborough in the first sort of block of that, where if we can have the solid basis away from home, we can build on that and be more like what we were against Bishop Stortford and Gloucester to some extent, then certainly the first bit for us will be going through that 50-point barrier. So not overly pleased today, but certainly not overly disappointed. We've talked a lot about consistency, stability, and just keep doing what we're doing, and to be able to have that solid foundation away from home, I think stands us in good stead given some of the place that we have to go in the second half of the campaign.